Hi, this is Linking Yellow, and welcome to part 3 of this Let's Create a Boss Fight. Um, when I stopped yesterday, um, I said that this, not the trigger catapult, um, since it wasn't working, I was going to have it so that uh, a Funk Move Linear was just going to push it up, or where the trigger catapult would be attached to it. But now that I'm awake and I've been able to think clearly, I'm thinking that's not a good idea. I actually want to instead use a trigger push. Yeah, a trigger push. And I know that this works when the player or the object is already inside it. So let's look at the flags. Flags are not only one. May want to clear everything. Oop, wrong one. Okay, these are both in the same area, so just clicking on everything will help. So let's turn off Smart Edit and uh, delete everything. Yeah. Actually, no need to delete any of that stuff, but just delete everything here besides target name. Apply and change it to something else. Alright, change it back. Trigger push. Apply. Smart Edit. Okay, so no parents, origin, that's fine. Start disabled. Yes, I want this start disabled. And let's see, global entity name, I don't know what that means. Filter name, no need for a filter. Push direction, I want this to be up. Speed of push, let's try, um, yeah, 40 should work, why not? Alright, scale force for alternate ticks. I don't know what that means, but it should be fine. So, okay, it still has all this other random stuff. So, yeah, I want this to work on everything. I don't want any of the onlys here, because I don't want it canceling anything, but all these should work. Alright, so I'm going to test to see if it works now. Alright, so I finally made it to this part, and now working. Hey! Alright, he's not getting pushed up either, so it's not a flag. Alright, so... Okay, next thing I'm going to try is making the trigger push bigger, taller. That should hopefully do it. Okay. Alright, so I've got the trigger push selected now. And yeah, I'm just gonna make that bigger. Hopefully that'll do the trick, do what I'm looking for. And yeah, start disabled. Name's the same. Let's look at the inputs. Yep, enable on that trigger. And this will trigger when gravity timer is on low and on boss stage 3 trigger. Enable. Okay, and this is start disable. Start disable and boss trigger 3. That's the one that gets... Okay. So all the triggers look like they match up, so this should work. Hopefully. Yeah. Also, this right here, being where it is kind of annoying. I'm thinking I might want to move it just a bit. Not sure where. Maybe further back? Hmm. Well, I'll look into that after I've tested the trigger. Okay, so I'm gonna throw this in, should start the next stage. Will it throw me up? Throw me up, throw me up, throw me up. No. Throw me? Yeah, I jumped there. It doesn't do it on its own. Huh. Alright, so I thought that those would work. Maybe I do have to um to parent it to a func move linear. I hope not. I'm gonna do a little bit more troubleshooting, and I'll show you what it comes out as when I'm finished. Alright, so what I did now is just to stress test it, see if I just wasn't having the push far or with enough strength. I decided to put the push up to 1,000, which doesn't seem to have done anything. So it's not the strength of the push. Alright. Yeah, I'll try to do some more troubleshooting, I guess. Okay, so this time I'm having it so the trigger lasts longer, because before it was just 0.2 seconds. So now maybe if it's the whole time. Oh, that's a good sign. That's a very good sign. It's just not working on the player. I want to jump too. I also want to go down at the same time. So, trigger gravity also isn't working on them. So they're just getting pushed. The gravity's not working on them. Why is that? Thought that it would. Well, it still should work when I put the gravity down a bit. Should add to the effect at least. Why isn't this one moving? Okay, it was just... Yeah, sometimes they do that. Yeah, the laser kind of sticks them. That's really cool, though. Boom. Alright, so the push is working, just not on the player. Shoo. Yeah, I'll look into that more. Alright, so I think this will work. What I did this time is in the same size that I created the trigger push, which is launching these up, I also created a trigger catapult, which was going to launch me up by 10. I had already stress tested it with 1,000, no, it was 450, and that was working. Unfortunately, it was at the start, I came in, it started enabled, that didn't work so well. But, let's see how this works. Alright, so I want the down force to be stronger and I want the up force to be weaker. This is looking good. This is looking very good. So, alright, this upward I want to be... let's try 5. Okay, and the downward... Or that was downward, right? Yeah, that's downward. Upward... I want it to be negative 0.2. Yeah. Alright. Negative 0.2. Alright, test that out. Alright, so let's see if this works. Or see if this works the way I want it to. I'm pretty sure it's gonna work. Alright. Still way too fast, so... I think what's happening here is the catapult is launching me just too quickly. And the downward velocity still doesn't feel fast enough. Okay, the downward velocity isn't coming at the right time. Alright. I'll experiment a bit. Okay, so, first of all, let's turn the player speed. Player speed is still pretty low. Is the push all of a sudden working? The push is all of a sudden working, isn't it? Okay, see, is this that's the catapult? Okay, push, and let's not do clients. And yeah, okay. I think that'll do that. Now for the downward bit. Um, oh, this is the wrong side. About right here. Here we go. Let's change this timer so it's not. Hmm. 2 is pretty. Let's try 1 just to see how it goes. Save. Run map. I'll see when game. Alright, so it's a little buggy. Not exactly what I want. Huh. Okay, so let's see how easy or hard it is to grab this guy. He's being smashed around too. That's funny. Maybe I can filter it so he's not being smashed around. Here. Oh! Come here. Come here. No, not you. Oh! Oh, I had him. I had him. Oh, yeah, okay. And, of course, this will have ended by now. Let's see. How do I like that? The teleport is not the teleport, the catapult is sometimes holding on just a bit too long, and the downward thrust is the part that should be the strongest. So, maybe the fact that the catapult is maybe too thick. I think, yeah, that's probably why it's pushing me so hard. So yeah, I'm gonna try to fix it by making that thinner. So I'll grab that. Is that the catapult? Catapult. Yay! Alright, catapult. And I don't need that. Let's thin it a bit. Okay, so 3 layers of triggers. Yay! Alright. And should it be a bit thinner? Yeah, it should be a bit thinner. Yeah. That looks good. Alright, and yeah, hopefully the fact that I actually created a target for it to shoot at is actually what is making it work now, not the fact that it's thick. So, I'm going to try that, and I'm going to try to make the slam a bit harder. So, no. Right, so after a lot of tinkering around with the numbers, I just happened to end up finding a combination that I liked. Um, but yeah, you saw pretty much how it ended up. I just tweaked it a bit. I I did most of that off camera because had a guest. All right, and yeah, now I'm gonna put the triggers in to make it so that when you drop arachnophobe in there, it will start the next sequence. Okay, so this is for Eunice. Thinking, okay, yeah, so I'll just copy this filter. Thought this was top down. Is it not top? That's not top down anymore. it's the same as this. Now I need to fix that. Not sure what happened there. No! Okay. Okay. 3D textured polygons. Yep. Then click somewhere in that. Maybe that'll do it. X and Y. Yes. Okay, good. Alright, so where was I? Oh, yes. Wrong one. Alright. Shift temp. Let's take down that a bit. Alright. Change this to filter Iraq. And filter name core Iraq core. Alright, and let's get another one of these guys. Trigger multiple. Okay. Copy it. Yep, back there. And change this to filter Iraq. Good. Alright. Doesn't need a name. For outputs, let's see. Don't need these. Yeah, don't need those. Do you think? Yeah. Licking spray relay. Oh, wait. Oh, okay. Yeah, don't need those for that one. And then I'll change this to boss stage 3. Alright, do I have a boss stage 3 yet? I don't think so. This is boss stage 2. Boss stage 3. So I want this one to go to boss stage 4. Did I copy the... Yeah, I copied the linking one. Okay. So, inputs... Ooh. No. Not inputs. Just grabbing the wrong thing. Oh, that's going to be a pain to try to pick the right one. Oh, I could go to the boss stage 3 inputs. Yeah. Inputs. Is this right one? Yes, haha. Alright, and change that to boss stage 4. There is no boss stage 4 just yet, but there will be. Alright, so I'm going to set up another one of these. First of all, let's start off by rotating that so that I don't have the same problem that I've been having. Alright, so copy all of these. Alright, so there's no point in doing a special paste, so I'm just going to shift click drag. Alright, and let's do this core Inferno core. Parent, where's parent? There's parent. Alright. Core Inferno tank. Alright. Copy for this. Paste. And alright, for the funk tank, see, name this Inferno, and parent it to Inferno. Okay, then the arm, and this parented to the Inferno arm. Inferno base, I mean, and have this the Inferno arm. Inferno. Alright, then the base. Alright. So, Inferno base. Stop. Whatever. Inferno base. And parent it to the Inferno train. Inferno. Oh, no, train's already there. Alright. And now the Inferno train. Inferno. Alright, and now I need another one of these. This one I will special paste, because it'll at least save me the time with the name. Not much time, it's pretty much just a few seconds, but yeah. Alright, so I'll take each of these and change it to Inferno. 1 second. Alright, so I'm just going to go through the whole thing and just make sure it all works. The whole thing properly. I've been skipping parts for the testing recently. It's good to test the whole thing once in a while through each milestone, make sure that things aren't being affected by each other in a way that I don't appreciate. Here we go. Come here. Yes! Got you. Almost hit the laser there. Both of them. Right here. Boom. Okay. And yeah, okay. I just got a message from Unisjet saying that he wants this receiver to be moved, so I'll make sure to do that. Not sure why. I think it works better the way it is, because it's just a little more confusing where it's already hit. The player doesn't want to move it. So yeah. Alright. Let's not get trapped by that guy. And I hope this isn't gonna shoot me down. I was gonna put the trigger right in that corner there. I still want to do that. I forgot about that though. Alright, wait. I hope it doesn't shoot me down. Oh, it did. It did. Oh, yeah, I didn't shoot at all. Not at all. Alright, you go die. Oh, no. It's gonna make this part just a little bit harder. Die! No! Die! Come back here. Alright. Got him. Alright, so... No! Just die! Alright. This is definitely not easy. I don't know who told you it was easy. Okay, there. He's dead. The hurt is not turning off. And he does not look demented. This is a problem. He needs to look demented. Alright, so... need to get it to turn off the trigger and turn off the gravity. I thought that I had both of those. And need to make him look demented. That's the plan. So I fixed the problem. I was actually thinking that I was recording, but I wasn't. Apparently, I don't know why, but OBS just really doesn't like my computer. So, once I put this guy in here, all hell will break loose. Bring it on. Boom. Boom. Alright, get this guy. Nope, not you. Don't go away. I got you. No, 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 no. Ah. Ah, that was perfect timing. Alright, so this guy. Ha ha ha. Yes. Except for the fact that he's not really looking at me. But he still looks crazy. Heh. Alright. I'll see. So I'll do this for now. I'll take a quick little video and show Inferno, see if he likes it like this. Alright. So, I was doing some recording in Hammer that apparently didn't go through. However, this is not part of the level that I was working on, of course. This is an older level that I've done. You might recognize it. It's Mastering Speed Art. If you don't recognize it, I will be very insulted. Yeah. And yeah, pretty much I'm taking the timer and I'm gonna edit it. Cause like I remember how I created the timer, but there's no way that I want to do that all again. No, I don't have much time anyway before this is needing to be done. I don't think I'll need that last number, but I think I'm going to grab it anyway, just because. Yeah, just because. Not sure why lines just popped up everywhere. Which good. Alright. Control X to make sure I got everything. I did not grab everything. Control Z. What was that? What was the point of that? Math count. Oh, here it is. Is that for each of them? Oh, the timer for the first one. Okay, that's why I only grabbed two there. Timer to increment this one, or I'll actually be editing it so that it decrements it. Because this is going to be the timer to the amount of time that the player has left. So, let's Control Z. Oh, I didn't mean to Control Z. I meant Control X. Alright. Control X. It's all gone. Alright. And one more time for this. Control X. Yes, yes. Now, of course, I'm not going to save when I exit. And just Control X to make sure that I had everything. So. Where am I going to put this timer? Well, let me save just to make sure that I don't make any massive mistakes. Take out a couple of these. Doom ba doom. And Control V right there. So, let me rotate it a bit. 90? Yes, 90. Alright. Don't want this to be obtrusive in any way. So I kind of want it flush against the wall. So let me group this all together, just so it's easier to select everything. And make this horizontal. Ooh, did that snap perfectly? I think it did. That's good. If it didn't, then, well, I don't think anybody will notice anyway. So let me get that flat against. That is the wrong wall. Alright, the actual wall. Alright. Okay, there's some light still behind it. Let me see if I can center this appropriately. Alright, this is looking good. Rid of that. Get rid of that. Let's get rid of that. And underneath here, there's enough room for this, and enough room for a secret passageway afterwards, which will be the exit. This looks good. This looks good. Now, with this, I want to... No. The math counter, I input? Yeah, okay. Change this to decrement 1. Okay, so uh, subtract 1. Apply. I want to do that for each of these. So this one inputs, add 1. Let's change it to subtract 1. Subtract 1. Apply. And next one, set this to subtract 1. Right. Now, the reason why I don't want to actually go through and do all of this again is really because, like, take a look at the amount of outputs right here. Yeah, the idea that, when it's on case 1, you get 1. Let me get out of this. You turn this on, you turn this on, and you turn these 5 off. And then for 2, it's the same thing, except you turn this off, you keep that on, turn that on. I'm probably doing it backwards, but that's because I'm not really thinking about it. I don't want to think about it. Alright, so did I decrement this one by 1? Yes, okay. Of course, that's not all there is. Now, I want this to start on 9 instead of 1. Alright, so, let's see, inputs, see, time, math, value. Okay, so that will decrement, and yeah, for this, on hit max, set value 0. I want to change this to on hit min, set value 9. Oop, not 99. Alright, and I want to do that for each of them. Alright, let's see. On hit max, oops. So on hit min, set value 9. Good. On hit min, set value 9. Let's see. There's 2 on hit maxes. That's odd. Okay. So, on hit min and on hit min as well here. Yeah, because it's not the timer anymore. So on hit min, set value 9. Alright, and for this, let me double check what I'm doing here. So, this is on hit max. I want to change that to on hit min. Why is that add? Did I not fix that? On hit min. Subtract. Oops. Subtract. Alright, and this shouldn't be 9. It should be 6. Yeah. Should it be 6 or should it be 5? Yeah, it should be 5. 5, not 54. Alright. Let me take a look at these cases. Alright. Yeah, this is 0 through 9. Alright, so Let me just double check all these inputs. Or, yeah. On hit max, set value 0. I don't want that one. 2. On hit max, set value 0. I want to change that to 9. Actually, that's not going to matter for this one at all, I don't think. Oh well, I'll put it there anyway. And that's on hit min. And for these maths, what is the min and maximum? Maximum is 0. So, ignore the screaming in the background. My family does adult family care, and we take care of a autistic woman who loves to scream a lot. Sorry about that. Alright. So, like, should it be on hit min? Because, oh, maybe the minimum should be -1. Yeah, alright. Apply. Alright, I want to do the same for these. -1. Alright, and all these will be set to 0, except I want this one set to 6 for the initial value. It's to mark 6 minutes. So I'm going to hop in and see if this automatically counts down from 6 minutes. Alright, so this does not look promising at all. When I set these to enable and disable... Stop it! Yo, stop. Hey, come here. Yes, good. Alright, so when I set this to actually count upward, you know, the way it's kind of failing to do, it, I had set it so that the... It's just a little string. I had set it so that some, like the ones that were already enabled, didn't have to be enabled afterwards. Took a shortcut. Worked great for counting upward, but for counting downward, I'm gonna have to redo a lot. So I'll do that. It's gonna be tedious, so I'm not gonna show it on screen. Alright, so I think I fixed it. 4, 3, 2, 1. Boom. Sort of fixed it. Not really. Okay, there's the fact that it's counting down properly. That's good. Unfortunately, it's not. It goes 0, then 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. Okay, I need to get a better view without all these lasers in the way. Doggone it. I have 4, 3, 2, 1. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. Okay. So that's good. Unfortunately, it's not affecting the other one, so I'm going to have to look into that. But at least it's counting down properly and not just showing weird symbols. Alright. So this is going to be a bit daring of me. I'm going to save first, but I'm going to delete all of this. Redo it. I think it's going to be a lot quicker that way. So then I can do special paste. And everything should work fine and dandly. I like that. Alright, there should have been 3 things here. Oh, doggone it. I had this selected. Okay, now all of you can die. Good. All right. So actually, Control C, Control Shift V, then move it. That's not what I meant to do. No. All right, let's put that back at its origin. All right. Then move all of you to the side. How does that look spaced wise? It's a little high. Then bit that way. Yeah, okay. Okay. And let's see. Okay, so this doesn't have any inputs now. Does it have inputs? Okay, this is math time 2. Alright, let me make sure that this is going to the right one. No. No, it's not. I didn't name them right. A little bit upset right now. Alright, well, I'll be doing a lot more off camera now, because this is going to be tedious to fix. It won't be tedious to fix, because all these are also named what it was changed to. So, they just weren't the type of names that I was expecting. But it's still going to work. It's just not going to look neat if anybody goes looking around through here. And I don't really care about that. I mean, if somebody wants to learn, sure, that's fine. They could also watch the video. So, that should be alright. So, when this... Let's see. Okay, when that hits max, when that hits max, subtract 1 from this. Okay. So when this hits min is what I'm going to do. Is it when that one hits min? I think it should be when this one hits min. Okay, when this one hits min. Alright. Then this. Okay, so I can delete that for this. No. Yes, when this one hits min, subtract 1. Nope, the delete button doesn't work. I'll use that delete button. Alright. So when this hits min, this subtracts 1. No, this is set to 9, and this subtracts 1. So I'm just going to test that the way it is, see if that held. Right, it seems to be working. So this is at 88 now. Stop that. Alright. 82, 81, 70. Yeah, alright. And so then I'm also going to have this start at 6. But before I do that, I'll copy it one more over and then change this one. Yeah. Alright. I copied it over, and I also want the output on this. Add on hit min this set value. No, not set value. Subtract 1. Alright, and this one on hit min, set value, I want this to be the, I'll do 6 just in case. Alright, set value 6, and I'll set its initial value to 6. Alright, so I'll see if that works. Hopefully it doesn't start at 69. If it does, well, I can always fix that. It probably will actually start at 69, so hopefully it won't start at 50. Hopefully it won't start at 50. Alright, so time to test this one. Alright, so does it work? Alright. Why isn't there the next one? Okay, what happens when this goes all the way down then? Alright, I'll skip ahead. Alright, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Boom, 9. Okay, so that's starting off with nothing. Not sure why. Okay, but it does start at 69. Which is odd, because I set that... Oh, because, yeah, it resets to 6, and you said to reset to 9. Alright. And I need to give this a default value. Alright, so... problem with this one, yeah, outputs? Yeah, okay, set value to 5. Okay. This one, initial value, I'll put to 3. No, 6. To show 6 minutes for starting. Alright. Should work. Probably won't. Not sure why. So, yep. Gonna give that a shot. Oh, hopefully it'll work. Yeah. Well, I want to set this to 0 for the initial value, and this as well to 0. So, this will start at 6. Yeah. Alright. And still, there's nothing over there. Get closer so I can show you. Yeah, there should be a number right here. I'm not sure why it's not showing up. As you know, when this gets all to 0, then this shows up. Why not before then? Alright. Alright, so what if I copied this and did, sorry, copy and paste, instead of out value, did on get value? Alright, because maybe the problem is that nothing's actually happening. Alright, I'll try that. Alright, so how's this work now? Yes, it did it. Okay. And if I can get the counter to not start until it's triggered, then it should start on 6, and then I can start the timer whenever I want. That's good. I'm not going to actually do that yet. I'm going to wait till I've actually set up the opening sequence before things start. That's when I'll be adding voices to. Yeah. So, glad that's working. I don't think any of these things will fit for over 10 minutes, so I'm gonna take away some of the space here. Okay. Wait a second. Why is that blue? Oh. That's odd. It's both. Oh, well, whatever. So, let's get all these cleared away. Now I'm gonna start on Inferno's part. So, it's what's the hide button? Is that the hide button? Yes? Probably. Good, good, good. It was. Alright, get rid of that. And that. Actually, I want that to stay there. I'm going to be re-enabling this one. hide that, that, and that. And I want these obstacles to stay around. Alright, so also I need to find a place to move this. Right, so Badoon. Alright, that works. Yeah, should be fun. You know what? Maybe the other direction might be better for getting it set up. Yeah, yeah, definitely. So move it back over here, then over here one more time. Good, goody goody gumdrums. Alright, so gumdrums are a thing. I've actually never heard of them. But anyway. So, I need to see if different things work. I'll start off by checking to see if a tractor beam can shoot out from a wall if it's inside a wall. I would think not, but I've got the feeling that it still might, and if it does, then I have an idea. Alright, because I don't want to make little compartments for those. Ugh, I really don't. Yeah, the roof there is already cut to ribbons there. So, tractor beam. Alright, start enabled, yes. Good, good. Alright, rotate it the other way around. Good, alright. Now, put it up above. Alright, and I don't want it to be able to go through anything. So, let's put it right there. Excuse me. Alright, so right here, the only possible way that it could get through is if my idea actually works. So, time to test that out. It'll start active, so as soon as I pop out, there won't be any lasers because I hid them all. Well, hopefully won't be any lasers. And we'll see if this is coming through from nowhere. Alright, so, moment of truth. Well, it looks cool. I'll give it that, but it doesn't actually work. Alright, I'm glad I can see that clearer now. Although it doesn't really matter since I've done all the testing. Should have thought of that earlier. But okay, that idea will not work. So, I could... a couple of things I could do. I could make the roof a funk brush. That wasn't very smart of me. I could make the roof a funk brush and make it so that it's solid during the gravity part where you're like bouncing up and down really quickly, but it is not solid at this part. So that's an idea. Actually, I don't think that the whole idea that I was working with would even work, because I don't think anything can take these guys off of this, off the rails, except for the player himself. So I need to come up with a strategy for Infernos. Okay, so I misunderstood this request here. Apparently this he wanted this to be a laser catcher. So I thought he was saying just to move it. I'm just like, I don't want to move it. Alright, so I guess I'll delete these two. Hope there's enough light when this is all finished. All the deleting stuffs. Alright. This is going to look ugly. Alright. Actually, no. I'll copy this guy. Just because he's already the basic same shape. Alright. Turn him around. And change him to a laser catcher. laser. Brittle laser catcher. Apply. Let's see. Do I want to change the model? Catcher? Yeah, maybe. Yeah, okay, yeah, that's it. Good. Apply. Good, good. I like that type of laser catcher a ton better. Alright, I'm gonna have to cut a hole in the wall. It's not enough room. Not enough room. So, what to do? Well, could always build an extra wall around here. Might get in the way of the player. I don't like this. Alright, so new plan for this. First of all, no receiver. And let's move this up and to the side. And we're also going to be taking away one of the cubes. So, um, yeah, I'll just delete one of these spawners. Should work. Probably will error a bit, but it'll work just fine. Alright, this is no longer a template, or which one's no longer a template? Alright, reflection cube of death. Reflection cube of death. Reflection cubes of death. This one, reflection cube of death. So I want reflection cubes of death. I want to delete this one. Bye-bye. Alright. So, I've got those two cubes now instead of just one. Or instead of three, I mean. Yeah, I want to test this to make sure that it works. But it should. Move this to the side a little more. Yeah. If the player can set it up so it's right. Let me move this forward a bit. Get out of my face. Okay. So, right here. Okay. I'll aim to right there, right here. We'll place this. I'm moving it the wrong way. Alright. Alright, so I can get it to shoot this way. Okay, automatically. Okay. Then from here, it can shoot this way. Yeah, right here. And then from here, it can shoot this way. So yep, two cubes. I'll want to test that out myself, but I'll do that next time that I test. Now, Ferno gave me a brilliant idea for his stage, because you know what I was trying just now, not just now, but yeah, just now for you. It's a while ago for me, but what I was trying wasn't working. So what he has for an idea is I'll get a fizz box. Yeah, fizz box. Now there's a texture that will go through that will go through anything except the player. Want to look around to see if there's anything that's exactly the opposite, because I can't make it two entities. But if I can make a fizz box that does, I can make the fizz box just non-collidable with the player. I think that is something that's an option. But yeah, if I... Alright, so his idea, I probably went along quite a ways without actually saying that, is throw lasers. Ha! Alright, so let's get started with that. I want them to be rather small lasers. Alright, so those are going to be big, aren't they? Where's... What am I working with? Oh, up there. Oh, that's not going to work. Alright, so let me click over here and increase this. Okay, so do 64. Yeah, 64 by another 64. Ooh, I thought I was holding oh, yeah, it doesn't shift if I haven't created it yet. So I'll create that. Let me get a material, metal. All right, anything really here should do. Yeah, let's make it look weird. I'll change it later if I need to. Where am I working with? I don't see it. Alright. Oh, there it is. I see it. I see it. Alright, so I want to make a couple of these. Let me lift it up a bit so it's easier to see. Alright. I want to make this, yep, 4. Also want to make it... Okay, yeah, it's 4 by 4 in one way. So, let's, Alright, there we go. And these will both be brushes. C, Control C. Func brushes. And they will be non-collidable. Func brush. Yeah. Apply. Func brush. Yeah, it's not working. Alright, maybe if I do one at a time. Okay, or let me just Control Z till I'm not selecting the both. Alright. Control T. Func brush. Here we go. And I want solubility to be never solid. Copy and paste. Alright, and then I also want a whole block in between them. So copy that, bring it here. Alright, I want this one to be invisible. Invisible, I actually... Yeah, invisible. And I want this to be a... Let's see, fizzbox. Func fizzbox. Here we go. And see, is there a way to have it so solid to world? And is there a way to have it not impact the player? Is that a flag? Okay. Ignore use for pickup. Motion disabled. Preferred carry angles. Enable motion. Scan grab. New. Not affect. Let's see. Gun touch. Don't take physics damage. Sure. Yeah. Nope, nothing there. Exploitable by player. No. Alright, I'm gonna look around to see what I'm trying to remember. So what I was trying to do doesn't look like it'll work. But there's more than one way to get something done. The phrase is skin a cat, but I've got the feeling that that's maybe a regional thing or something like that. Yeah. Maybe if you look to the side there, I don't know if it shows you anything, but you might see what I'm talking about. All right, so this is Funk Brush. All right, one sec. Hey, so it's getting pretty close to the deadline now, so I added a few things. I think I've got it mostly set up, and yeah, it's getting close to the time that Val will need to be sending in. So to save time, I'm gonna stop working on the video for a while and show you just large milestones and maybe point out what I've done. Alright, so what I'm doing now is I'm testing through what I have, because I think I've got pretty much all of it. Alright, so there's that part. Alright, it's 1 o'clock in the morning right now, so I'm pretty tired. So it's probably a lot better, probably quite a bit better that I do most off camera now. Need to get rid of those from when I was working on the throwing fizzlers earlier. They're both next to each other. I also want to add some more autosaves. Oh boy. Aha. Okay, I want to put a delay on those. Alright, so pretty much what I have is when I throw him in there, they wish I could show you him oh, I still can. I just need a cheat. Okay. So, where is the Eunice Jet Core? Should be around here somewhere. Oh, he's right along with him. Okay. Ooh. Okay. It's gonna take a while to get back. 1 second. Okay, almost there. You can see the cubes doing their bounciness. Alright, so I don't want to be too close to the floor while I'm in the clip, or else it will throw me up. Alright, so if I can be right here. There we go. So, come along, and he's throwing these things at me. I think those are pretty cool. So they hurt me. What happens if they go into the fizzler? Okay. They get caught up by the fizzler. Or not fizzler. Alright, and so Going into this will drag me upward. Definitely want to test to make sure that each will kill me. Ah. Okay, so this is going all the way down. That's nice. Alright, he can't really hit me from here. So, I want to use this to bring me up. And I also want to increase the speed of that like I did with this one. Or actually, I think it is already increased. That's difficult. Alright, so let's grab this guy. Come here. Ah, he's joined together with the other one. Fortunately, the chances of that are very unlikely. So, come here. Come here. Thank you. Alright. Those are so cool. I'm really happy how those came out. So it looks like as I wait here, I'm pretty much safe. Oh. Okay, I need to make it so that when I grab him, he's not using the catapult anymore. The catapult that aims the laser field, the throwable laser field at me. It's tossing me at me, so I need to turn that off as soon as I grab him. Alright, so that's my short-term plans. Long-term plans, get rid of those two. Put in the music and the voice files that I have so far, and also create an intro where I like how those came out. Alright, yeah, create an intro where pretty much the timer doesn't start, the player doesn't start attacking, the lasers don't pop up, and the player is stuck in one position. Pretty much during the opening speech. And then after that it should all start. So that's the plan. And I hope to get everything done tonight because it's tomorrow that this whole thing is due, and I'm there's more that needs to be done after I finish this. So here's what I'm going to do actually. I'm going to end this video here and give a follow-up video afterwards, because this, I mean, you see most of the boss fight. It just needs some fine-tuning and stuff like that. So hope you enjoyed this. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye. Hello there. So you thought that you could just leave while I was waiting for you to test my chamber? No, no, no. You do not treat me like a fool. So what, you thought there wouldn't be a monster facility? Think again. You have 6 minutes to make your peace. There is no way for you to escape. As long as I am on this arm, the countdown continues. You will die. This battle has begun. We show it to you. See it? Once more? Take it. It still spray you with pain. No, not the incinerator. No, 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 no!